So it's day two, and we've got our little jewels here of pork goodness. It's been sitting for about 24 hours, and before I talk about that, we should introduce the master Gabagool maker, Giovanni Albini, who's sometimes called John.
I don't know what a master I am, but thank you.
Who's been our coach and mentor on this. So we've had these sitting, and we could go up to about 36 hours, 24 to 36.
You want to keep it in that 24 to 36 hour range, yeah.
And we had this at refrigerator temperature. Actually, that walk-in cooler you saw us working in, aka my garage, was the perfect temp. The weather was perfect for it. And we've got a lot of juices sitting in the bottom of this. And in a moment, Giovanni is going to take us through the steps of using a little white wine, about a tablespoon.
Yeah, all you want to do is you want to make sure the salt is rinsed off. You want to get it as best you can. Most of it's already dissolved and when it took the juice out of the meat, but now we'll just get it. Give it about a tablespoon, a little bit more, and we'll just pour it on and wipe it off. So you're basically going to take the loin. You're just going to pour a little bit of white wine on it. You don't want to drench it. You just want to put a little bit on there and then just massage it best you can, just taking that salt off of there. There's not really a lot left because it dissolved, but this will just get the remainder of it off. And then they'll be ready to get peppered next.
No matter what kind of wine we use?
White wine, preferably. You don't want to use red, just white. Doesn't matter what type of white wine, though.
So John, take us through the next step here. What do we got there?
So after you're done with washing them down with the wine, your next step is to season the outside. And basically you could season it with black pepper or red pepper or a combination of red and black pepper. I personally like red pepper. Carl, I know you like black pepper. John, I know you like either or, but so everyone has their own taste to it. So basically you're just going to go through and make sure that you get it all over the outside of the capocollo. You could either sprinkle it on this way on the ends and just pat it down, or you could start putting it on and then start rubbing it off the board, wiping it up with it. You'll just see when you get the excess, you could just start picking it up and going across the board with it. But either way, you want to make sure that you apply this liberally. You want to make sure you have enough of it on there. As you look at it, you can see that you're getting it all over and on the ends especially. So that's basically what you want it to look like all the way around the capocollo.
Try red pepper?
Absolutely. Next is red pepper. I do like the red pepper. Same basic thing. If you want to shake it out, I just hate lids. So basically just start.
How much of this flavor are you going to get of the red pepper?
You're just going to get the hint of flavor because when you put it in the oil, a lot of it's going to come off. As it dries, a lot of it comes off. So what you'll see here, by the time you're done, you'll probably have a third of this left on there, but it does flavor the meat, so you will get that flavoring of the red crushed pepper.
So you just mentioned putting it in oil. What stage is that?
After this cures, approximately 6 weeks, you'll go by the feel of it. You want to have a very hard texture to it. It's pretty much cured, and then in order to preserve it for the year, you will basically take your capocollo and put it in oil. I have jars that we got from restaurants, and basically it'll stay in oil, no refrigeration needed, and it'll hold up to a year. So when you need it, you just come down to the wine cellar and just take it out of the oil and you slice it and make your sandwiches with it or have a party with it. But it's basically preserved in the oil. In order to hang your capocollo, you have to put it in netting. This is number 20 size netting. You get it at sausagemaker.com or you could buy it on Amazon. In years past, you used to put it in cheesecloth and then make your own netting. Today, it's just hung in netting. So the first step in doing is you make sure you cut your net. Get your longest capocollo, and you want to keep it probably about 3 inches on either side. So we pre-cut them to begin with, and then you just start putting your butcher's string through the netting in order to tie it. So you just want to make sure that the bottom is going to be closed off. Your string should probably be about 6 to 8 inches. And what we do is we take a coffee can, and you'll see it later, and we'll run the string around it. And basically what we'll do is we'll run the string around it, and you get a long string. You cut it once to hang the capocollo, and then you take your short strings and you cut those in half, and you get your short ones to tie the ends. So basically, one time around, you'll get a long string, and then twice you cut it up top and on the bottom, and you get your short strings to tie off the Capicola.
Now that can isn't just for measuring string, right?
No, this, you'll see it afterwards. This is how we fit the Capicola into the netting. So basically you just keep going with this, run it through, and then your end product will be tied off. So you could see how it is. It's just double knotted on the bottom, and you'll see it in the next step on how we put this over the can, and then we fit our Capicola through it so we make it ready to get hung. As you notice, the net is a lot smaller than the Capicola, so trying to do this by hand would probably be virtually impossible. So we're getting back to the can that I explained in the beginning. What you'll do is you'll take your netting and you'll push it over the can with the side that you tie down. Carl will take his peppered Capicola and we'll just push it right through.
That netting is elastic?
That netting is elastic, so basically your Capicola is ready to be hung. Now we're going to take one of the long strings that we showed you in the beginning on how we did it. We're going to come over to it, and we're just going to double or triple knot it. So right now, basically this Capicola will hang from a pole in the wine cellar for 6 weeks. But as you can see, it's ready to go. No cheesecloth like in the olden days. The netting's here. As I said, you get it at sausagemaker.com or Amazon, and you're ready to go.
All right, all our Gabagoals are hung with care, but really the hard part starts now. We have to wait about 6 weeks. Giovanni's our caretaker. He kind of watches these things, and he knows by feel when they're ready. And as soon as one's feeling right, he harvests them all, and we'll be able to cut into them for you, show you what they look like. Can't wait.